Speaking of hip hop, Pusha T, man, we gotta talk about this.
Ugh.
He did the Arby's commercial rap, and I loved it, man. It just went right. It went well. It had a dope flow. Sound like this was like some real shit. But then we got some responses. We got the McDonald's response,
Yup.
and there was the other one. There's one other one I can't remember, but I tried to look it up. Somebody like a comedian or somebody did a response to it or something. It was funny, but I just thought that was it's a dope concept. Like you said, that's part of our commercial question of the day. Whether these rappers and companies should be doing this kind of stuff. What do you think about all this? You think Pusha T should have done that, or he should have not even done it?
Oh man, like I said, I think I think it's cool. I mean, especially like I said, with everything going on in the world, everything kind of being so dreary and dark.
Yeah,
I think it's really good to kind of lighten up the mood a little bit.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought it was good. I didn't want to be no super deep brother coming up here like,
Right.
but right now we in the drive right now. You know what I'm saying, my brother? We don't need to be See, he don't need to be promoting the white man sandwiches.
Right.
Like, look,
The
dude,
black culture is on the cusp of progress, and he set us back.
It's like, look, dude, look, it's just a fucking fish sandwich. It's just these jokes. It's
Exactly.
jokes.
It's just jokes, man.
It ain't like he put on a suit and some shit and dancing chicken like Hammer or some shit.
Exactly.
So like and he got real rap on him. Actually, you think about it, he got real rap on a commercial.
Right. Exactly.
Like, that's a win right there. Yeah. That's a win. Let me clap that up.
Clap that up, man.
Clap that up. Yeah, he got real rap. He ain't got no like mumble rap. He got
exactly
out here pushing the fishes.
Yes, sir.
I can't do
that fish scale.
Yeah, can't do it.
And I know he about to drop a new album soon, so I'm excited about that. So shout out to Pusha T. I guess we can move on. We got some new verses coming up. I don't know how excited y'all are, but for me, it's just,
Well, we go. I thought we would talk about Benzino.
Oh yeah, we can. We can do Benzino first.
We probably do the verses live.
All right.
Yeah,
so let's talk about Benzino. So a video surfaced of him in a hotel, and it was a Red Roof Inn down in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of a little cheap motel. Not even like a regular hotel. It was a motel. You know what I mean? So, and it was a Red Roof Inn, and he was in there with a dude. I think the dude's name is Cavario.
Oh, Cavario.
Yeah.
That name sounds sus right there.
Right. So everybody's over the years, a lot of people have been feeling like Cavario is suspect. I'm not sure exactly what he does. I heard of something like he's in the fashion industry or something to that effect.
Nigga.
But, right.
Come on,
I don't
man.
know. I'm going off memory, but I might be wrong. But the funny thing is, so this is how it went down. They were staying in this hotel for overnight, a couple of days, matter of fact.
Yeah.
And when it was time for them to check out, they didn't. So, you normally supposed to be out by like 11. So it's probably like a couple hours later, maybe 1 o'clock, something in that area.
Yeah.
And so the manager's like, okay, what the hell? They ain't check out yet. So they banging on the door. And Benzino tries to get mad because he's banging on it. Not only is the manager banging on the door, but he brought the cops with him.
Dang.
So, and Benzino starts going on this rant, and he's getting mad saying, if we was white, you wouldn't do this. But then he says some shit that's kind of suspect. He goes, if we was John and Bill Somerville, y'all wouldn't have done this. So everybody's like, why would you use an example of a couple that's two men's names? You know what I mean? Oh. So, everybody's like, okay, where did that come from? So he made a lot of little references like that where it just sounded a little suspect. So everybody just been clowning this whole John and Bill Somerville quote that he said. That's exactly what he said. If we was John and Bill Somerville, I wouldn't have done this, and it was like, huh?
Yeah.
And then here's what happened. After the whole, now this is the incident that happened in 2018. So this is like, what, 4 or 5 years ago?
4 years.
4 years ago. And so Benzino said he didn't even know about the tape. It turns out it was the police cam footage tape from their body cam. And so they interviewed this guy Cavario. Like, what happened? This kind of looked weird that y'all in this hotel together.
Cavario?
Right.
Nigga.
And basically Cavario says this. He goes, well, Benzino is working on this tell-all book. And he asked me to meet him down in Atlanta at this hotel so I could help him write it because he really wants to air out a bunch of people. Okay, all right. We don't know if you're lying or not, but that's what he said. Then,
while I was sucking his dick.
when they interviewed Benzino got interviewed. Well, no, Benzino, I think, went on a live, and I think he explained his part. Here's what Benzino said. So he's saying, no, I was actually down there trapping a little bit. I was down on my luck at the time, and I didn't have no money. So I called Cavario. Cavario somewhere in Charlotte or some shit like that. He's like, yo, meet me in Atlanta. I need you to help me move some packs. So now it's more suspect because they're like, okay, Cavario said he was there to help you with a book. You saying he was there to help you move some packs or whatever. And you know what I mean?
But hold on. And who the fuck he telling this to?
He just went on live. That's another thing. Now you dry snitching on yourself.
Yeah, because the police was involved with the cam.
Exactly. It's police cam. So you
that
ain't even
bad.
dry snitching. You just whole snitching.
Yeah.
And then he goes, because the way he brought it up, he was explaining what was happening. Yeah, me and Cavario was in the room and the police showed up and they was banging on my door and I'm mad. He said, but if the police had asked me to look at my luggage, they would have found out I had 3 pounds of weed and I had the blick on me. You know what I mean? So you just now you telling everybody you not only you had drugs and you had the gun on you. So, it's like, and then I was watching another dude. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's another YouTuber who was kind of talking about this, and he had me thinking. He was like, okay, he said, I used to, move packs and weight and all of that shit. Anytime you get pressed by the cops over some shit, even if it's not related to that, you're not going to be acting like a Karen out there, throwing the fit. Don't be banging on my door. Because, Benzino was throwing the fit.
Yeah.
I can't believe y'all do this. You wouldn't have done this to no white people. Well, actually, you are half white, sir. But
Eminem.
You're right. Thanks to Eminem. But it's just like, why would you tell the story like that? If it really happened, the dude was like, you would have been trying to be peaceful. You'd have been like, yes, sir. I'm just, we're leaving now. I know we overstayed our limit. We're gonna go now. Sorry about that. But you throwing a whole tantrum, and that would cause them to bring more attention to you, and they might have wanted to search your luggage. Mm-hmm. So that's why he was like, I don't even believe Benzino when he said he was moving weight. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. They both telling different stories. So it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, it'd be better off that Cavario guy said, yeah, that's sucking his dick while he's writing the book. And then they've has like some sympathetic people for the cause.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In this climate we in now.
Yeah.
Hell, you've been better off. Hell, it ain't no use to, hiding it now.
Right.
So,
yeah,
that's the thing.
According to, I think Benzino was saying that basically they had hung out late that night before till like maybe, 4 or 5 in the morning. So they had come in and they basically overslept. But he said that, Benzino was acting like he had already talked to the manager. He was like, I told the guy, we were running late and we would pay for an extra night if we had to, blah, blah, blah. And I was taking a shower when he came and banging on the door. So now you said you were in the shower, but as the police are talking to you at the door, you mentioned Cavario being in the shower. Because they was like, is there somebody else in there? He was like, yeah, you can go talk to him. He's in the shower. So it's like, okay, were y'all in the shower together? You know what I mean? It's just a lot of little things that he did that just sound a little suspect.
Yeah, them niggas sharing herbal essence and shit, nigga.
Not herbal essences.
Herbal essences.
Herbal essences.
Make this shit soft, nigga.
Nigga, wash my back.
Wash my back.
Wash my back. that shit is funny. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just really funny, man. Because like I said, the video's old, and Benzino's like, oh, I didn't even know they had video.
Dang,
I mean, but when you talk to the cops, they always wearing body cams, and you can see that shit when it's on them. You know what I mean? So you know, he knew.
Dang, I would never claim to be no
Ray Benzino,
83-year-old
fake Pacino. Look, speaking of his age, that's the funny shit about it too. Because this YouTuber I was watching, I forget his name, but shout out to him. He was like, "Yo, how is you out here trying to trap and you 56 years old? Benzino is 56 years old according to Google." And he like, you know, and then you gonna call this other dude probably around the same age as you to help you lose some weight. Who does that? He was like, if you're a celebrity, even if you're down on your luck, you got to know, you got to have a bunch of celebrity friends that you can say, hey, y'all, lend me $1,000 apiece. You give me $1,000, let me get back on my feet, and, you know, I'll pay y'all back my money, get right.
Yeah.
So Benzino was saying that around that time, his child's mother took the child and they broke up. She ran off somewhere, I think LA or some shit. I don't know, somewhere. And so he was trying to get back with her, but she wouldn't take him back.
Yeah.
So he was down on his luck. And I'm just like, okay, so what does that have to do with you being down on your luck? Was you depending on her for money?
Yeah.
Because shouldn't it be the other way around? You know, I'm not saying the men always have to be the money
providers, but at least contribute something.
It shouldn't be that you hounding her to get back together just so you can stay afloat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's I wouldn't do that. Yeah. But you know, it's just you gotta check out the video, man. I'm gonna send it to you so you can see the whole thing. It's funny, man, because Benzino was just acting like a whole Karen out there, man.
Out there with the urban essence, the
herbal essence,
herbal essence, niggas.
You know what I mean?
That's what, hey, yo, that's what they need to do next with the product placement. Benzino need to be making some love song with the herbal essence shit. Exactly. Yeah, watch out, Arby's. Niggas trying to smell nice now with the urban joint.
Yo, squirted in my hand. Nigga.
Yo, pause. Pause.
Pause. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, that shit was funny. Oh man. But yeah, we can move on. That shit is just funny, man. The whole Benzino thing, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But anyway, so we can go ahead and talk about the verses, I guess, man.
Yeah.
So we got a few verses coming up. You know, we got a gospel verses between Mary and BB and CC. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's too excited about that one because I mean, BB and CC, do they still make music? I mean, I know Mary probably do every now and then, but BB and CC probably ain't doing that.
Only thing would trip me out is why those two. I guess because of, you know, I think I kind of understand it a little bit because I think BB and CC was kind of like at the time, you know, they kind of crossed over, like they was able to be mainstream and be gospel. Mary was kind of like the same way.
Yeah.
You know, they had like a lot of, you know, songs that were like it was mainstream, but it was still gospel songs.
Yeah. Both of them kind of crossed over in the mainstream too. Yeah. So that makes sense. You know, and I mean, I know Mary got some flack over that because a lot of people was like, they just wanted them to make that down home, stay in the church gospel. You know what I mean? Not that.
But that's the thing, though. Mary still got Mary has some of that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Like yesterday, I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday, that song they got, it's like old, like you could tell it's like an old feel,
right?
But the way they did it, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Mary was sick,
my
though.
favorite. That was my favorite from them.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we come to gospel. I mean, I'm not a big gospel fan, but I do like some of it. Like, I like the Campton Spirituals.
Yeah.
Lee Williams. Sam Cooke and the Soulsters, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's old school.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be pleasing. That old school right there. And then had my man, oh, you know we won't. That old school.
Right.
Yeah,
and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe because Howie was saying he thought this was the first gospel verses. I think it was one before with Kirk Franklin and somebody else.
Fred Hampton.
Either Fred Hampton or Donnie McClurkin or somebody. You know what I mean?
We
Somebody.
fall down.
But yeah, it was. I'm almost 100% on that one. So we're gonna have to dig that up because I'm pretty sure that did happen. But it's on the hip hop side, the month after, because the gospel verses is coming up in April, and I think in May we got the hip hop verses between Onyx and Cypress Hill. So, definitely happy about that one.
Yeah, my claps died.
Yeah. So, but now we thought of this scenario a few different ways. So we wanted Onyx to go up against MOP.
Yeah.
Because they both got that real loud style about them. You know what I mean? That real amp style. But it's still going to be good. I think it's still going to be good. Now, Cypress Hill got a slight edge, but I think it'll still be a good versus because Onyx just makes good music in general. I don't know what happened. I never actually followed to find out what happened to the other members of the group. Because nowadays, it seems like it's just Sticky and Fredro.
Okay.
And they had, the other
D1, was it D1?
Big DS.
Yeah, Big D, yeah.
DS and the other dude. I forget the other dude's name, but so it was two other dudes, and now they're missing. I don't know if maybe somebody passed away and I missed it, or if they just kind of split off or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but
honestly,
nowadays,
it's a big deal, man.
Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of excited about it, because they are a pretty big deal.
Yeah, they're big. They both had, like in '93, they both had like big records.
Right.
Insane in the Brain and Slam. I mean, they basically,
Yep. So Insane in the Brain is gonna give you that high energy, like what you want from Cypress Hill to match Onyx's energy.
Yeah,
Insane
that Slam, dude.
Slam, yeah.
Slam!
Slam.
Yeah, that's so go hard today, though. Like, let the boy, slam!
And throw your guns in the air.
Yo. See, that's what I wanted with MOP. If they did, like, how about some hardcore?
Exactly.
Woo!
Man,
shit!
Listen, that shit was so fucking lit.
Yo.
That's why I was like, they need me on that Verzuz team to tell them, look, this is what you want, man. They just put me and Howie on there so we can tell y'all, here's the perfect verses for y'all. Hell, even if it's gospel, we can tell you who the best ones to go up against each other. R&B, gospel, rap, all of that. You know what I mean?
Rock and roll.
Right.
We'll even do bluegrass on there. On the verses on these bitches.
But yeah, man, I wouldn't mind seeing
Garth Brooks, look out.
Right. I wouldn't mind seeing a country versus, actually.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
God, that would be,
he got some really big stars out there. Put some Garth Brooks up against somebody,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, we're going to keep it hip-hop because, we love hip-hop, but I think, if you're looking for a winner, Cypress Hill is going to probably win.
Yeah.
But Onyx is going to really bring that hardcore, you know what I mean, that you're looking for. Now, Cypress Hill, you're going to hear a lot of blood smoking and I wants to get high, so high. And what's the other one? I love you, Mary Jane.
That was
she can come by and get me high.
That was
that's from the soundtrack.
Yeah, Judgment Night.
Judgment Night.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. It was actually a good movie. A lot of people don't know about that one.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think, especially like Brent. Now, only thing I will say, Onyx got an advantage over, like, Onyx could bring out. It'd be tough though. Could Be Real and they could Be Real and Sticky Fingers. They could both bring out Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. That's another thing. I'm excited to see if they bring out some guest stars, man. Because that's always, I don't know why Verzuz doesn't really play on that a lot more. Because there's certain verses where it's like, y'all didn't get to bring out nobody. You know what I mean? Or y'all could have brought out more people. Or, so they need to play up on that. But Onyx can bring out a lot of people. They can bring out Run DMC if they wanted to. That's who discovered them. I don't know if it was Jam Master Jay or the whole group, but Run DMC in general discovered them.
But see, Cypress could bring out Dre.
Cypress could bring out Dre, man. They could bring out a
problem.
lot of people. They could bring out Meth.
Yeah, that Meth and B. Yeah, Meth and B. I mean, Meth and Red, rather.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do the. Yeah, if they. Yeah, that's the thing. And they do the Mount Cushmore. Man, oh, it's a rap.
Listen, it's a rap right there.
It's a rap.
Yeah,
but
Honest could bring out Wu-Tang. Remember?
Oh yeah, the worst. But see, that's the thing. Cypress can bring out Wu-Tang.
Exactly.
Hit Killer Hill niggas.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if they play the cards right, man, I'm telling you, this shit would be lit. Oh my
Only
God.
thing Honest got over Cypress, Honest can bring out Eminem.
Yeah. Yep. You're right about that.
That he was white. If you remember that song, if he was white. If he was white. That song went hard.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do about that, man. But yeah, that's coming up in May, I believe.
Yeah.
But speaking of Eminem, remember the Game tried to challenge him to a versus.
Ah man,
on his when the Game was on Drink Champs.
Game would get watched. I'm sorry, Eminem ain't really like the, but Eminem like on a versus scale, M got hits. And matter of fact, how the fuck you gonna battle him? You got the same producer,
right?
Like for at least on the early parts.
He got a song with Eminem, don't he? I think he got one with him.
Yeah.
Because Game, that's one thing about Game I like about him. He always tries to do a collaboration with somebody big every album. Like he's done one with Lil Wayne. He's done one with Kendrick Lamar. I'm almost sure he did one with him at some point. But, I think he was just more so clout chasing a little bit. Because basically he was like, they asked him one day, it was like, you said Eminem was better than you. He was like, nah, not no more. Not no more, I'm better than him now, and I want to smoke and this and that. I mean, he wasn't really like trying to be all about it, but he was just basically saying, I wouldn't mind doing a versus against him to show that I'm just as good. But he just said it in words that kind of, I'm better. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, you're dope. Game, you dope as hell. You're one of my favorite West Coast rappers, but you are not Eminem.
No.
And it's trust me. And that's not just about him being white. The dude is just a lyrical genius. I mean, he's a wordsmith. You know what I mean? That Game, I think he is highly underrated. A lot of people don't give him the credit he does when it comes to the bars, but he ain't on Eminem level.
Well, I think a lot of it too. The Game kind of sabotaged himself.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of it comes up, where people don't really give him the credit.
Yeah. I think he's I don't know anything for sure, but I feel like he's bipolar. Because he just goes back and forth a lot when it comes to, over the years with him going against G Unit, there was times when he was like, yeah, I just want to be friends with 50. 2 weeks later, he like, fuck that nigga 50. I hate that nigga. And it's like, huh?
Yeah, he
Wasn't
might
you just
be
trying to squash this shit?
Yeah, he might be. That's more than him and Kanye get along.
Right. Because that song go hard. That Easy song go hard. But yeah, so it is what it is, man. But I would love to see some more verses. I don't know what else they got coming up, but I heard they trying to do some different things with verses.
Yeah.
So I really feel like Timbaland and Swish should have kept it. I feel like things would have been better if they were still running things. I mean, they're still sort of involved, but I think they just give their advice on stuff, but not heavily. But I think if it was still their baby, things would be a little bit different.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, though, like, I mean, I'm not telling them, they should have held on to it. But see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of those, a lot of these businesses and stuff, once they make one, it's time. Like, once it does its thing and you done made the money out of it, you sell it. So, I mean, that's a little different. I mean, it's kind of, I'll put it like this. It's like this black excellence movement and stuff. Yeah. Like, everybody wants to, like, black business, and that's fine. I'm not knocking that. But right. I think they try to, but see, I think, like, when you have black excellence, let's say for instance, let's say like you're a shoemaker and I make boxes.
Yeah.
Okay. We're black. You make shoe, you make shoes, and I make boxes. Okay, we come together. I put the boxes in the shoes. You know what I'm saying? Or put the shoes in the box. Put the boxes in the shoes. The shoes in the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And we do that in our community throughout the year.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, keeping that business might be valuable to the black community. You know what I'm saying? But Verzuz really, I mean, in the black community, like, yes, black people own it, but is that really doing anything for the community overall?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think it helps a little bit when they do stuff like a Big Daddy Kane versus KRS, because most other platforms wouldn't have done that.
Well, I mean, I get that.
But other than that, yeah, you're right. It's not really doing a whole lot for the community. But it's just something you wanted to see all.
That's stuff you want to see and stuff. I'm not knocking that neither, but the thing of it is, they made the money off of it, so now they're trying to sell it. And actually, they broke off all the performers that was on there. They broke them off with a little something too, so that was cool. And especially a lot of those legacy acts who definitely probably needed it.
Right.
So I mean, it was good. It's good for that, but like, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get that misconstrued, like as far as like, black business, we gotta stay in there. But like, now if Timberland and Swiss Beats, like, and they had like a couple of factories and stores or something like that. Not saying that they don't, but if they had something like that and it's actually enriching the community, we fight to keep that.
Right.
Because that's actually enhancing the community and you know what I'm saying, people that's providing jobs and things like that. But the Verzuz, like, it might help a couple of legacy acts, but as in a whole, is it really? So for them selling it, I don't think it's a bad thing. Right. And I think too, because that's the thing too, like white people do that all the time. They get businesses, they build them up, and they do it all the time. And then it's like, okay, I've made my money on this. I'm selling it. I'm stepping back. Y'all can use me for consulting and all this stuff. But I made it, and I'm throwing it, not throwing it, but I'm relinquishing it and all that stuff. So I mean, I'm saying, like, I think a lot of people kind of get those things misconstrued, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But have you heard about any other verses that's coming up other than those two?
Nah. But y'all let us know who y'all got.
Yeah.
For the gospel, I don't know. I'm looking forward to see with the BB and CC. I'm just looking forward to enjoying myself.
Right.
I don't really have a dog in that fight.
Yeah.
Because that's really usually those are kind of celebratory and probably everybody gonna get. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do. Like, hey, if you go and tune into that Verzuz, we're gonna exclude you for the month of April for going to church.
Right.
So with that, I mean, that's gonna be celebratory. All right. The Onyx and Cypress Hill thing, my money's on Cypress. Especially like with the features. Like I said, I mean, Onyx is good. They got. I think Onyx will bring more energy, but I think as far as like the features and stuff, I think Cypress can match them, toe for toe, for whatever, because they pretty much work with the same people, and then some. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, real quick before we close it out, what's one song you would like to hear Cypress do on the Verzuz?
Oh man, it's gotta be Cock the Hammer.
Cock the Hammer, that would be a good one.
Cock the Hammer.
Cock the Hammer. I would love to hear Throw Your Set in the Air.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would love to hear that.
That song saved my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
That's
a good energy song. I'm just thinking of songs like that because I know Onyx is gonna bring that energy, like you said. So, it's not gonna be easy to just play Mary Jane and I Wanna Get High. You want to get something that matches that energy. And Though Your Set in the Air is a good energy song. Cock the Hammer is pretty good. What's else? Hand on the Pump is pretty good.
Yes. All shotgun. Hand on the pump.
And
pull it on the butt. Come on, shotgun. The niggas in jump. La 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 la. Oh yeah, and they bring like meth and red for the rock wall.
Oh,
yo.
Man,
I was flipping,
dope.
man. Yo, the house getting burnt down. That shit.
Yeah, man. If they do it right, I'm telling you, man, I'll take off work that day. But yeah, and then Insane in the Membrane. You know,
they
definitely
got to do that.
So
where do you want to?
I could just Kill 'Em, man.
They got to do Killer Man.
Yeah, but for me, I would like to hear Throw Your Set in the Air.
Yeah, like I said, that song saved my life, man. Like that song, that is really what kind of made me a hip hop head. Really, because man, like I said, I was trying to be a gangster and stuff when I was 15 and stuff, but I actually listened to that song and kind of, that's the thing. They wasn't really, Be Real wasn't preaching about it. He was just saying, look, if you're gonna do it, this is what's gonna happen.
Right.
So when I listen to it, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I ain't built like that. Man. I ain't built like that.
I feel you, man.
So yeah, man, that song saved my life, man.
That's what's up, man. Well, yeah, man, I'm anxious to see, what Onyx does. I know they're gonna bring the energy. The only thing I'm worried about with Onyx is how far their catalog stretches. Are they gonna really be able to pull out a solid 20? Or are we gonna hear like 5 or 7 songs that nobody knows about?
They gotta do if they bring out Hab on the stage with the Gangsta T. Right. Hold up, this is my Gangsta T. Right. Yo, they do that with Hab.
That would be good. The Worst with Woo would be good.
Yeah, The Worst.
Throw Your Guns in the Air. Slam.
They had something with DMX, didn't they?
Did they?
I think they did.
They might have.
They had like they did a freestyle together on the Sway and Tech show, but I don't know if they'll be able to pull that off. But
they could pretty much do anything from that first album, because that first album was like full of hits. They had Back the Fuck Up. That song was dope. That was the title song for the album. Bitch ass niggas, I'ma have to pull your skirt up. That's my word up. You get hurt up. That would be dope. All that whole album, man, was just dope. Yeah. So they got some stuff to work with, but it's just, they don't have a lot of stuff that was as much of a mega hit as what Cypress put out. Yeah, Cypress. That's the only thing. So
Cypress and man, Muggs is a hell of a producer, man, too.
What?
Yeah, listen. Like the production with Muggs got.
Man. Onyx has some dope production.
Oh, yeah, they do. I mean,
they weren't. You never looked at Onyx and said, "I want that beat." But when you heard Muggs and shit, you was like, "I want that beat." Yeah, I would love to rap over that beat.
Yeah, Muggs got some shit, boy.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. That's why we was like, man, MOP would have been so much better.
I think
to go against Onyx, man.
Yeah, I think it would have been because to me, I think not that Cypress is gonna mop them,
right?
But I think as far as like, I think with MOP and Onyx, it'd have been closer. I think both the energies would both been there.
Hell, Cypress could have been dope against Bone Thugs.
Oh yeah,
that would have been a good one because they both got some hard shit, but they both also got some mellow, shit too. So that would be dope. But either way, see what I'm saying? We should be on that committee.
Yeah, man. Well, the 3-6 and the Bone Thugs, that was a long time coming. Though. Yeah, that had to happen.
That had to happen.
Yeah, that had to
the
happen.
way their legacy went down.
So.
But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up. For episode 199.
199.
Triad Hip Hop taking over for the 199.
Remember that? What was it? Comments.x. The 199.
Exactly. Oh my God. I would love to see Sadat X in the Verzuz. Even by himself, he'd be pretty good because he did some good solo work.
Yeah.
Or Brand Newbie.
Yeah, Brand Newbie. Who would Brand Newbie go up against? Leaders of the New School, maybe.
We got the Jungle Brothers.
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest. That wouldn't be too bad either. But, I think Tribe Called Quest would be a good one. Jungle Brothers got some hits, but they didn't stay in the game that long, so they kind of stopped making music early. So, but if they had stayed, or even De La Soul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? De La Soul.
Nah, I don't think they could beat De La Soul.
Yeah. They
wouldn't
win.
Nah.
They wouldn't win, but,
they would beat De La Soul. De La Soul got some shit.
But, yeah, that would just be a good battle. You know what I mean?
That'd be
bad. But, yeah, but that's dreaming out loud. We'll see what Verzuz does, man, because they got a good lineup coming up. They just kind of telling you one slowly but surely. They're not telling you all of them at once. So, but yeah, anyway, we can go ahead and sign it off. This is your man Kurt, and this is And we will see y'all on the next episode next week from the Bat Cave.
Peace.